Well, Vatican is flooded with supporters of Mother Teresa from all around the world, and there is a sense of euphoria as the place gears up to anoint Mother Teresa in a historic canonization. Holy Mass followed by canonization ceremony of Mother Teresa will be held at St. Peter's Square, where Pope Francis will christen the Mother as a saint. The event, which has already commenced yesterday, will run for another 3 days, filled with a plethora of other activities apart from the canonization ceremony. A 12-member central delegation led by External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and 2 state delegations led by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is in attendance in Rome already. Now, while the occasion has galvanized the Christian world, excitement among the people coming from Kolkata, where Mother Teresa spent most parts of her life in alleviating the sufferings of the poor and destitute, is at its zenith too.
My husband and myself are here on this greatest day of my life. Okay, because I love her so much and I changed also. I'm really grateful to God that He has brought us here on this greatest day, and I'm enjoying praying at her tomb and also going around visiting Shishu Bhavan and so on, which was founded by her. And I'm really happy and thankful to God and for her love, joy, peace and happiness.
I think it's very good that Pope Francis is delivering the canonization and the sainthood, because I think he's a very progressive pope, and I think both Pope Francis and Mother Teresa represent a very interesting way of thinking about humanity. And so actually, if there's one place in the world that I want to be today, it's here, not in Rome.
Anjana Om Kashyap is now joining us with the very latest from Rome. Anjana, it must be fairly early in the morning there, but has the St. Peter's Square already started filling up with people to witness this historic moment?
Absolutely, Baha, and just to give you a sense, first of all, I just want to show you Peter's Basilica here, how the preparations are totally underway and the dignitaries have kind of started pouring in on both sides. But what is really interesting, Maha, is how people are actually flocking in here. It's such a view from where we are. I would just request Antonio to show you how people have just gathered here on this side, and now as the place is filling up, you can get a sense of how many people have actually flocked in. These chairs here in the front are yet to be taken, but at the back, right across St. Peter's Square, you can see how people have come in already. There have been arrangements on the rooftop there. Those seats are taken, so you can get a sense of how many people are wanting to witness this historic moment here. And not just here. Apart from that, I would request Antonio to just come across and show you, Maha, how people are still waiting. There are actually thousands still waiting in queue on the other side. You can imagine the traffic has totally been stopped on these roads. Only the police is patrolling these parts. But you can still see here, right here, Antonio, if you can show them, how people are entering in queues here. And then on the other side, there is a whole lot of people still flocking in. And this is the part that I can show you from here. So there's a whole queue waiting on the pavement on the other side. This queue that you see here actually goes on the right and it's across the road. And as we were coming in, we saw these people still flocking in. So you can understand the kind of human presence in a way for the sainthood ceremony here today, Maha.
Absolutely, Anjana, and the visuals are there to speak for themselves. Beautiful visuals that you're getting us in of the number of people who've gathered to witness the canonization of Mother Teresa. She'll henceforth be known as Saint Teresa. Anjana, you know, the entire process leading to sainthood started way back in 2003. Take us through what exactly will we be witnessing today?
It's been a very long journey from a girl who left her home in Albania at the age of 18, joined Missionaries of Charity, went on to Ireland, and then in the 1929 she decided to come to India. She was one of the sisters there teaching. She kept teaching for a very long time. She taught in Loreto Convent there, St. Mary's School. By the time she was in St. Mary's School, she was already being called Mother Teresa. But she knew her calling was different, not just teaching, because she was very touched by the destitute and the poor on the streets of Kolkata. And after that, she actually started these hospices in different parts of Kolkata where she was actually nursing them. Leper patients. wounds, Maha, that we as humans would just turn our eye away from. She nursed them with her own hand. No one can take that away from her, in spite of all the controversy surrounding her. She helped the destitute and the poor, and all her teachings in life just centered around one thing. She said that don't look down at the poor. They're as much human creations of God as we are. So it's just that they are creatures of God who don't have the kind of means we have. We cannot make them rich, but all we can give them is love and a little care. That was her teaching throughout life, and with which she went on. In 1979, she got the Nobel Prize, and then ever since she's been working, and obviously with the missionaries working all over India, and coordinating with foreign. And finally, today's the day. Vatican City, St. Peter's Basilica, and Pope Francis will declare her saint.
Anjana, you know, you were getting us the visuals of the number of people who filled in St. Peter's Square this morning. What exact time will the program for canonization start today? We understand that there are lots of events spread out over 3 days, but what is the exact timing for the event today? And can you help us understand what exactly will take place in which parts of the church today?
Yeah, for that I will just request Antonio to just come back to the part. So I'll show you the place where Pope Francis and the entire, there'll be a mass service here, and then after that, which begins at 9:30 when people are in, and then after that at 10 the canonization process takes place. So this is the exact place which Antonio is showing you. There is a chair up there, if Antonio can just show you, where Pope Francis will be sitting. From the other side he'll show it to you. So that's the chair where Pope Francis will be sitting, and right here he's going to declare Mother Teresa a saint. It can go until 1 p.m. the entire thing, but it is said that around 10 by 10:30 the declaration for sainthood will be over. This is Roman time, this local time that I'm telling you, India's 3.5 hours ahead of us.
All right, certainly, and that is going to be the time that you know, India and the world will be awaiting, when Mother Teresa will be declared a saint. Anjana, we'll keep coming back to you specifically at the timings that you've told us. In about an hour and a half from now is when we'll see all the action start at Vatican. Many thanks to Anjana for getting us the very latest.